We were right about JoJo Siwa this whole time. Her and her mom are not good people. This girl right here is Leia Sanderson, and her mom have come forward to Rolling Stone and they have exposed everything. JoJo promised them stardom just to throw them in the trash. This is the type of exploitation that occurred to the 7 girls that made it into the group. The Sandersons, as well as multiple sources close to production, allege that the Siwas subjected the children to grueling rehearsals, sometimes foregoing school breaks with meager to no compensation. They allege that Sanderson, little Leia Sanderson, was forced to work under physical duress. This little girl underwent spinal cord surgery. During a rehearsal, she started bleeding through her abdomen, right through her belly button. And you know what Jessalyn Siwa said? She told her to put a maxi pad over it so it doesn't stain the costume. How about taking that little girl to the ER? A child's bleeding because you're overworking them and you know they just had surgery and you're gonna tell them to just put a pad over it and not go to the hospital. Are you kidding me? It's all about the money. Rolling Stone spoke to most of the production of Dance Pop Revolution and the Siwas, and they reviewed a dozen documents related to XOMG Pop and Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. This means they've seen all the contractual agreements, all the text messages, all the emails between the producers and the Siwas and these kids. The sources allege that the Siwas and the producers dangled the carrot of stardom in front of the young members only to berate them and encourage them to cry on camera, like Abby Lee Miller. Are we not seeing a pattern here? JoJo is still friends with Abby. JoJo is friends with Colleen Ballinger. JoJo gets mad whenever anyone else speaks bad about Abby, like Chloe's mom, Christy. Remember when Christy had to go out and say, "Yes, JoJo, I'm glad that you had a great experience, but that wasn't ours." But we know narcissists. Narcissists can't believe that 2 things that are opposite could be true at the same time. I didn't have a bad experience. Christy's daughter did. JoJo can't think like that. Something abusers do is abuse you, and then when they feel bad about it, like they went too far, they'll give you something to suck you right back in. They'll give you a gift to distract and deflect from the horrific acts that they just put on you. These girls would come home to candy baskets and Nintendo Switches in their hotel rooms. If that's not narcissistic abuse, I don't know what is, because my mom abused me, and then to make up for it, took me to Dick's and spent $300 on a credit card so I wouldn't tell nobody anything. That's what this smells like to me. Of course, the Siwa's production team denies that happening. Leia's mom said that her and her daughter were abruptly fired for bringing up these concerns to JoJo and Jess. That's why Leia was kicked out of the group and nobody was told about it. Jess and JoJo knew that they were the ones in the wrong, so they just acted like that girl was never in the group. That's why these girls keep getting kicked out, they keep leaving, and then JoJo and Jess is saying nothing about it. They're traumatizing these girls into leaving themselves or firing them when they're being called out for their narcissistic behavior. Leia's mom said right here that her and her daughter were in a dark, dark place for months. They didn't feel like they were healthy enough or that it was safe enough to speak out, but now that they've had time to recover and heal, they want to share everything. Now I know some people are going to be saying, "Jess, just because your mom's a narcissist doesn't make everybody one." Jessalyn is the biggest narcissist I've ever seen, and I've thought that since Dance Moms. Jessalyn is the ultimate stage mom. The moment that she had JoJo, she was going on about how JoJo's a star. All JoJo has heard all her life while her mom bleaches her hair, slams in big bows, and takes her all across the country doing jobs is that I am it. I am a star. I am gonna be the next big thing. Jessalyn would tell all the moms on Dance Moms that my daughter has the LA look. She's gonna do great in LA. Abby even said once to Jessalyn, "You're backing up a brat," because JoJo would be a brat and Jess would back her up. That's just how a narcissist talks about their kid. If you're still on the fence about whether or not she's a narcissist, remember the whole Avery and JoJo drama? Remember how this woman posted that story on her Instagram of her daughter claiming that she was used for clout? Jess knew what she was doing. She was helping her daughter get ahead of all the breakup and whose side people are going to be on by helping her paint a manipulative picture that Avery Cyrus used JoJo for attention.